The infamous, salacious and unverified Trump dossier has been in the news again in recent weeks as new information has been revealed in regard to who funded it, who compiled the information and how it was then used as the basis for a formal investigation into then-candidate Donald Trump's presidential campaign. It increasingly appears that the dossier was funded by failed Democrat nominee Hillary Clinton and associates, compiled by an opposition research firm known as Fusion GPS, with help from ex-British spy Christopher Steele, and then used by politically biased individuals within the FBI and Department of Justice to open an investigation into Trump's campaign and likely to obtain a FISA warrant to spy on him and his associates, all of which continued after he won the 2016 election. Unsurprisingly, President Donald Trump has been quite displeased by these revelations, particularly in light of the fact that the meat of the dossier alleging collusion between Trump and Russia remains almost entirely unconfirmed about a year and a half later. On Tuesday, Trump tweeted, "Wow, at folks and friends dossier is bogus. Clinton campaign, DNC-funded dossier. FBI cannot, after all of this time, verify claims in dossier of Russia, Trump collusion. FBI tainted. And they use this crooked Hillary pile of garbage as the basis for going after the Trump campaign." Trending, Scarborough trashes Haley's tough speech to UN, forgets he pushed bill to leave UN. Trump's tweet likely stemmed from the growing discussion among the media regarding some of the latest revelations in the evolving story surrounding the dossier, particularly the role played by FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe. The Washington Times reported that, even though the dossier has been in existence and making the rounds among media and the FBI for 17 months, since at least July 2016, McCabe was incapable of verifying the claims made in it when pressed by members of the House Intelligence Committee during a lengthy, closed-door hearing. Yet, even as he admitted the overwhelming majority of the dossier was unsubstantiated information, McCabe nevertheless refused to condemn its use as the basis for the investigation into Trump's campaign, and later, the president-elect's transition team. According to the Times, it was speculated that McCabe likely declined to repudiate the dossier as a whole since it would be quite embarrassing for him to admit that the entire investigation into Trump, and all that has stemmed from it, was based on a collection of unproven stories and potential outright lies. Furthermore, Fox News reported that on top of his admission that the dossier remained unverified, McCabe also claimed to not know who had funded the dossier, even though it has been reported that McCabe had signed off on documents regarding the financing of the dossier and how it came to be in the FBI's possession. It was reported separately by the Washington Post that McCabe would be seeking retirement in early 2018, but considering his centrality to the crumbling investigation based on the phony dossier, not to mention his likely inclusion in a forthcoming report from the Dodge Inspector General regarding politicization of the FBI, McCabe could be facing some trouble while attempting to make his way out the door. But the mess that is the dossier goes well beyond just McCabe, as was painstakingly laid out in a lengthy, in-depth and stunning piece by Tablet magazine, which suggested that even former President Barack Obama may have played a role in the creation, circulation and use of said dossier. Related, China erects brand new statue to honor Trump's incredible year as president. Hopefully, a lot of the speculation will be made clear when the IG's investigation report is released in January, and many of the dots can be connected to draw an incontrovertible picture of exactly who was involved in the dossier and how it was produced and disseminated. At that time, presumably, the hammer of justice will begin to fall upon those who utilized the us and power of government to spy on and undermine a political opponent and, once he had won, work to subvert his incoming administration. Please share this on Facebook and Twitter in case anyone is wondering why Trump keeps tweeting about FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe. What do you think of Trump's pointed attacks against the FBI? Scroll down to comment below.